Today I'm going to show you A1 Creative's white stone, which is 1 part liquid and 3 parts powder. I'm not going to fill the mould totally because I only really want, I'm not sure, I think I just want the owl and the moon, but I'll see how I go. So, turn the scales on, put my silicone cup on. I'm only using a small silicone cup. I need a big one to fill the whole mould, but I'm going to do it in parts anyway. Okay, shake the liquid just to make sure that it is nicely mixed. It should be anyway, but it just, you know, give your liquids a little shake. So I'm going to go for 30 of the liquid. This has got a lovely easy to use nozzle, so you can be as accurate as you want, or you can do it quite quick. So I'm up to 20 already. $29, $30. And where's my spoon? There's my spoon. Right, the white stone is, well, like white stone. It's more natural white, obviously, than the ivory is. It has something else in the mix, so I do like to give the powder a little mix in the tub to make sure that it's all its ingredients are mixed a bit better after it's been stood a while and settled. And you can sort of hear it like a gritty sort of feel. It's just different from some of the others, which I guess is why it's a 3-part mix. So that was 30, so this, I think that makes 120, 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah. Ooh. If you know me, you know maths is not good. It's always wise to double check your figures, because you do need to be quite accurate with A1, so that then it does cure correctly and gives you a nice tough cast at the end. So 100, oh, 118, 120. Okay, so I seem to have got some muck in the mould. Right, let's get this mixed anyway. So off the scales, turn the scales off. Yeah, so if you're wanting a pure white finish, then you want to use either white stone or extra white. The extra white is what it says on the tin, it is extra white. The white stone is very close in brightness and whiteness. And like all A1, it makes a stunning base to add any paints, pens, inks, waxes. I personally don't really like adding anything to the white stone when it's finished, because not only does it have that pure white finish to it, it also has a very subtle texture to it. It isn't rough. It's like a smooth stone. It's not marble. I don't know how to describe it other than white stone. But it does look really lush, really nice, and it feels gorgeous. So if you're a tactile sort of person and you like your oh, what are they called, like fidget stones and stuff that you just like to sit and hold for calmness, this is a nice one to cast something with, and it's good for your relaxation and mindfulness and that sort of stuff. because as I say, it does feel really nice and it looks beautiful. Obviously you can colour it, and I might add a tiny bit of colour to this just to pick out some of the detail. Oh, I meant to pop that out, didn't I? So I'd got a bit of muck in there. So yeah, stir it a little bit, make sure it's all mixed in properly, nice smooth consistency before you pour it. I don't know if you can see on there that it's just different from some of the others. It's similar to the sandstone, but obviously it's white and not sand coloured. I don't know, you need to get some and try it, and I'm sure that you'll love it. It is really nice. Okay, so let me get that hair off there. As usual, I like to pour a bit in, and then I like to give it a brush just to get it into oops daisy, I looked away then, but it doesn't matter, it's easy to clean up. I just like to make sure it helps get rid of any of the air bubbles. You don't have to do this, as I've said in many of my videos. You can tap it. I just like to use a brush. Simple. And so all the details, no air bubbles. Will limit the chance of air bubbles. I will tap it as well. It will eventually kill my brush. This brush is dying on me, but I will get a few more casts out of it. Let's get that off there. But yeah, in the heat and everything, you know, a lot of people have started crafting for Christmas, and I wanted to do like a snowy owl with this one. I know it's not the shape of a snowy owl, it is more a tawny owl shape, but you know, artistic license and all that. An owl can be whatever you want it to be, can't it? Sort of, you know. And if I've got enough, I'll do a bit in the moon as well. Oh, this brush really is dying on me. There's not much brush left to it, it's quite firm. But yeah, after each time you use your brush, always give it a bit of a rinse in a bottle of water. And you can save it and make it last a bit longer. This one has been going for months now, and I don't wash it properly, which I could wash it there and it would have lasted longer. And I think I might be babbling, but that's me. So I'll give it a little bang now just to get a few of these air bubbles out, to hopefully get a really nice detailed surface without any imperfections. Okay, and then I will pour some more, which is quite a warm day, so this is already starting to cure on me. It is one of the faster curing ones, this. So you usually have, I don't know, between 5-10 minutes to play about and brush it in or whatever for your first one. That is also if you're using a smaller jar as well. I mean, I wouldn't advise mixing much more than I have unless you're pouring it pretty much in one go or within 5 minutes, because it will start to cure in the tub. But yeah, the smaller amounts you mix, that can also help it cure a bit quicker as well. And obviously the heat helps it cure quick as well. Okay, so that was 120, and it's not words, flush to the top, but it's the head bit is quite full. I will definitely need more for this body, and I would like to do the moon as well. So I am going to mix a little bit more. But yeah, those cups don't really like taking much more than 120. You can go a little bit higher, but I do love using those little silicone pots because, like I say, it's about the right amount for it not to start setting on you. The bigger jars you can find will. They're recyclable, and it makes it really easy to know when it's set, because you can just come to the jar, cup, squeeze it, and when it cracks like that, this is just going to crack inside it, you know it's dry, and you can start taking it out of your mould. You can feel that it's dry as well. If you put your hand near it, at a certain point it does let off a bit of heat, not too much heat. It's perfectly safe to touch the whole way through. Non-toxic, eco-friendly. You don't need gloves and such. Any allergies, then obviously I would advise gloves and a mask. And it is powder, so be careful that you don't puff the powder up. You are sensible using it. And then you're fine. Right, let me think. Do I do the same again? No, the same again is going to be way too much. I shall go for... I've not done the maths for this, so yeah. One part liquid. Oh, I went to 21. I wanted 20. So that's 2, 4, 6, 63, 73, 83. Is that right? That's not right, is it? What did I just say? It's going to be 84, isn't it, if that's 21? Oh, I should have written this down. I'm not good at maths. 54, 64, 73, 82, oh, 83, 86, that's not good. Right, you have to be careful if you're going to do what I'm doing and take some out when you've already put it in. I can see that none of it is mixed at all, but if it started mixing, it's the usual thing. Do as I say, not as I do. Try and get it as accurate as possible. Don't rush pouring it in like I just did. Do it carefully and slowly. Pay attention. And then you shouldn't have an issue with it curing properly, because you'll have the right quantities. So yeah, mix it. Like I say, it's so hard to show you on a video, unless you've watched my other videos, and you can hear that scraping, that bit of extra texture that's in it to give it that stone feel and look. I mean, under the standard ones, they do have like a bit of a stone feel. I guess I'd go more pottery than stone. It's yeah, getting a bit specific with your textures and such. But yeah, it's not rough, but it is different from the ivory, obviously, in colour. This is a white, not ivory. Okay, I think that's mixed enough. Don't think I mixed it as well as the other one, but I'm not seeing any lumps. But yeah, you can see the texture in it just there. Beautiful on a canvas. You don't have to put it in a mould. There are lots of different ways of using A1, which we've all done some videos for some of the different things. Yeah, it's so much warmer in here now. It really is starting to set more. I mean, this one is a thicker one anyway. It flows nicely, but not as smooth as some of the others do. So yeah, again, you might want to help it into a few little nooks and crannies just to... It will go there eventually. It has got a semi self-leveling, but not totally, which is great with some moulds that haven't got an edge on them. So it doesn't, it helps it not run off the side. I don't know if that's in shot. No, it's not. I've got a Katie Sue toadstool mould that hasn't got sides on it, and so if you're using it with liquid as opposed to a clay, your product just runs straight out of it as you pour it in, but not if you're using this when it's warmer, or the white stone as it's a bit thicker. Or you can also add ATP powder to thicken it, which is what I sometimes do if I'm just casting a part of a mould, instead of damming it up using clay or something, which is another option. I'll just make A1 a bit thicker. Right, I don't want to waste that, so hey, let's just put it in there, and I'll use that at a later point. It'll give a bit of white in the background, unless I put more white into it. All depends what I do. Okay, so once it's started curing, you don't want to tap it too much because that will help the surface break, and obviously you don't want it to crack. Well, you might do on some projects. It gives it a nice finish, but other things you're not wanting it to crack. Right, I've still got some in the thing. You can also, if it's starting to get a bit, if you give it another stir, that can sort of bring it back a little bit to be easier to pour. Thin it out a bit. Right, so let's put a bit around these top bits because that's a bit low. It doesn't have to be totally flush with the top of the mould. It helps on some of the thinner bits if it's a bit deeper, so then it doesn't crack off. Oh, that's so curing. I can see it. But yeah, you can go over the top. You can easily tidy it up. But yeah, if you're trying to be quick and clean, you can just pour it straight in. Am I babbling again? I think I might be. You might want to watch this on fast forward without me talking. So yeah, spread it carefully, spread it not so carefully. Like icing a cake. I'm not very good at icing a cake. Or spreading butter. Generally get that all over the place and break the bread. But yeah, as I say, it can be cleaned up later if need be. It'll break off the silicone mould really easily. This does make nice whipped cream shapes. So yeah, if you want to make yourself some fake ice cream, get the white stone. And just don't eat it because it's not edible. That goes without saying, doesn't it? But I ought to say that as I'm mentioning food. It's not edible. Even though it does look creamy. It's very creamy. Oh, I'm pouring it everywhere now. Look at the mess I'm making. But it doesn't matter. It's perfectly safe and it's fun. Just enjoy. Make a mess. It really doesn't matter. It's easy to clean up. And I don't want any waste because I adore this white stone. It's really nice. I do seem to reach for this one a lot for Christmas decorations. Obviously it makes really nice snow. So if you have any snowmen moulds, or if you just want to freestyle some snowmen, or have it as snow on a canvas, it's all good. Yeah, like I say, you can wait for it to cure before you tidy it around the edges, or you can get a cloth and give it a wipe around the edges, or you can just make a mess, more of a mess like I'm doing around the edges. Lots of options, but the most important is have fun. Right, I might leave it there and come back in an hour or so. Like I say, I can already see it setting, so it shouldn't take long. But just because of the slightly delicate bits, they're probably the weakest points on this mould, around the neck of the owl. They are still pretty sturdy and they should be fine, because I'm pretty sure I got the mix right. But yeah, so I'll leave it there. And she says still empty, and every little bit she can get out of the cup. Don't need to, because it can easily be cracked off and used in something else. Use it for your terrazzo or texture, whatever. Look, I've got a jar to hand, but I've shown you in other videos what it looks like. So yeah, there we go, leave it there. See you in a bit. Okay, so it's been a little bit more than an hour, and it's been sat in the sun. But as you can see with these moulds, it just comes off really, really easily. peel it back. Very flexible, incredibly good quality mould, and really, really flexible. So yeah, there we go. There's the wing bit. You can see there's just those little bits of overspill there that are easily tidied up. Not a problem, as they're so fine. This is the thing, A1's really strong when it's just that little bit thicker or it's got support in it, but when it's really fine like that, it'll just snap off very easily, those edges. But yeah, like I say, you can actually cast it that thin, but it just needs a little bit of material in to support those bits, and if they don't have support, as you can see, they just flake off. So yeah, beautiful, all the detail, lovely. So that looks like it's just, yeah, that, I mean, that's just, I love this white stone. It's just so nice. Like I say, it is really smooth, so it's not like it is rough, but it's just not the same as the others. It's just different again. It's really nice, and obviously I didn't pour it right smooth. It's good English, isn't it? But yeah, it's fine. And that wasn't, I don't know if you can see from there, it's not fully flush to the top, but it will still pull out and be fine. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. I can see the sun shining through it where it's really thin in places, but still no detail lost. And I didn't particularly brush that in very carefully either, or tap it very much. And that, the gorgeous face of the owl. And as I say, this is my only problem with the white stone. I don't want to colour it because it is just beautiful in its pure form, but it is A1, so it will take any colour. If I do decide to change my mind and colour it, I can. And yeah, again, just easily tidy up those edges where I just splashed it all over the sides. But yeah, so there you go, the A1 owl, which if you haven't seen before, it just slots, that bit slots just inside there. There's a little indent for it to go in. That goes in the middle, and obviously you cast 3 more of those to get the full circle if you want. Or you can use it as a picture frame and put your own thing in the middle. Endless possibilities, loads of different options for how you can use it. The choices are yours. Have fun and share with us on social media what you've made, because we love seeing what ideas other people come up with as well. But yeah, there you go. White stone, A1 Creatives white stone, and the A1 Creatives owl mould. 1 part liquid, 3 parts powder, as it says on the tub. Lovely, love it. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. As always, please like and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll have another video for you real soon. Thank you, bye bye.